All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the Limitless Life Code podcast. My name is Jordyn. I'm a holistic healing specialist, and I am also your host here today. The Limitless Life Code is all about helping you break free from those chains that have been holding you back from living a life of true freedom, abundance, and purpose. And I got to tell you, I am so excited to dive into today's topic because it's something that so many of us really need to get a handle on, and that is mental resilience and the ability to honor your commitments no matter what is happening in your head or in your life. And so, if you have ever struggled to push past the inner voices that tell you that you can't or should not change, this video is for you. So here's the scoop, okay? You can make plans and schedule out your day as much as you want. You can fill out your day planner, you can do up your list, you can prioritize and reprioritize and write it all down and then write it all down again and highlight it in a million different colors. I'll tell you right now, I'm a pro at this, okay? I am a pro at this. But this does not count if you don't have the oomph to fight against those inner voices. If you don't know how to do that, if you can't fight against the part of you that says, you don't actually have to do that, you don't really need to go do that, I don't want to do that, I don't feel like doing that, I deserve to take a rest, I deserve to not do that thing I said I was going to do, I deserve to take a nap instead, I deserve to scroll this Reels series. I deserve to eat this box of cookies. I deserve to blah, 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 blah. If you don't have the oomph to fight against those inner voices, the ones that say sabotage your plans, then your plans aren't going to make much of a difference. And those voices, okay, you need to understand that those voices in your head, they aren't trying to harm you. They're not trying to hold you back. They're not malicious. They're not bad guys that you need to fight against. They're also not just random either. They are part of your survival brain. They are part of what your brain is wired to do to survive, because your brain's job is to keep things predictable. Your thoughts don't care about your happiness. Your mind does not care about your happiness. It doesn't care if you're healthy. It doesn't care if you're fit. It doesn't care if you're fulfilled or successful. They care about one thing: keeping everything familiar. And that is because familiarity equals safety to your mind. And your brain is all about survival. And if you have survived with all of these old habits and patterns and, thought cycles and repetitive self-sabotage, why would it change? Why would it fix what's not broken, right? It's saying to you, this works. This has kept us alive. Let's repeat it. Great idea. But here's the kicker, okay? This idea of a comfort zone or a familiarity zone. We call it the comfort zone. We say, oh, you're just in your comfort zone. Except I really want to invite you to contemplate the idea that it's not actually comfortable at all. We say it's comfortable, right? Because it's familiar, but those are not synonymous. And based on my observations in all of the experience that I have here in coaching in my own self, the comfort zone is not a happy place. It's not a comfortable place. It's actually a miserable place. Most people are absolutely miserable there. And the thing is that they know that they have to change. They know what they must do to change their life, except they keep sabotaging themselves because they've spent their entire whole lives listening to those voices that keep them stuck in the fear of the unknown, that keep them stuck in the space that they know, the one that is familiar. And they don't even realize that they have the power to choose differently. Most people don't even realize that these voices are manipulating their choices. They hear the thoughts and they assume that they came from themselves. They assume that their mind and patternistic thinking and their autopilot thoughts are who they are. They think that their mind and what their mind says and the voice in their head is their voice. And they assume that it came from them. And then they feel stuck as if like, well, this is just who I am. I am who I am, and this is my lot in life, and this is how I'm going to live forever because this is just who I am. But I need you to know that it's not. You are not the voice in your head. You're not your thoughts. You are the one who hears them. And so we're going to dive into this a lot deeper in later episodes and more videos. I love this topic of mind science. I love this topic of discussing how to separate yourself from your thoughts, how to know yourself as the witness. All of that stuff is coming. And I have taught all of this in the academy. I have a giant year-long curriculum that teaches you how to integrate these teachings into your life so that you can become free on the inside and then also on the outside. But today, I want to talk to you about things that you can do today, like now, like right now. You can go and exercise your ability to honor your commitments right now. So what can you do? What can you do to break free from this cycle? How do we silence those voices that tell us that we can't change and that we shouldn't even try? Here's the first step, okay? Step number one, you do it anyways. You do the things that make you uncomfortable. You choose to take action despite what the voice in your head is saying when it says you can't do this, or it's too hard, or you don't need to do this, or do it later, or whatever it says. And when that voice pipes up again, guess what? You do it anyways. You keep going until you finish what you committed to. You do not let that voice win. You become the rebel against your own mind and you win. This is the first step. You have to muscle your way through this. And I don't mean physical muscle. I mean, sometimes it's physical muscle because I have done this with long distance running. I freaking hated long distance running, which is why I started doing it. And it wasn't for the physical benefits. It was for the battle in my head. I needed to win the battle in my head while doing something that made me uncomfortable. That doing something that made me, the voice in my head go off like a bunch of fireworks saying, you don't have to run that far. We can stop. Let's just take a break. Let's turn around. You don't have to go that far. You don't have to go that far. Why are you doing this? You don't have to do this. You hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. That's the voice in my head when I'm running. But I can tell you time and time and time again, I kept going. I honored what I committed to. I went all the way to the end and back, and sometimes even further because fuck you to my brain. I would go and I would force my body to continue. And I don't mean past the point of like physical harm, okay? I'm not telling you to go and exercise yourself into injury. What I'm saying is you do it to beat your mind. So I would commit to a longer distance than I did last time when I would run, and I would say I'm not going to stop. And if it was pouring rain, I ran anyway. I ran in the rain. And I committed to it and I honored that commitment and I did it no matter what. No excuses. And in that, I became the rebel against my own mind in that game of running long distance. And I'm telling you right now, this process, that's just one example of how to do it. Okay, I'm going to give you another one. But that's one example. You do the things that make you uncomfortable. You choose to take action despite what the voice in your head is saying. Regardless of all of the shit talking, I actually, when running, would tell my voice in my head, I ain't gonna stop. So you can shut the hell up at any time. I ain't gonna stop. You can't tell me what to do. You ain't gonna win. I'm gonna win. I literally would have conversations with the voice in my head because that's what I had to do. And this process, I'm telling you right now, is a game changer. It is literally the secret to undoing your self-sabotaging patterns and unlocking your true potential. Because when you push against that negative voice, you're doing three key things that lead to big positive change. And I cannot tell you how this trickles into every other aspect of your life, but it does. It's amazing what happens when you start to take your power back from the voice in your head because it's influencing you in areas of your life that you probably have no idea that it is doing that. So the three key things that lead to big positive change are first, you're proving the voice wrong. When you take action, regardless of what the voice in your head says, regardless of it telling you that you can't or you shouldn't or you don't want to, you prove to yourself that you can, in fact, do hard things. And I'm telling you, faith is so important to have faith in yourself, but proof is the game changer. Proof is what quiets that voice in your head in an instant because proof is facts and you cannot argue with facts. Number two is you stretch your comfort zone. Every time you push through that discomfort, every time you keep going, you make your comfort zone bigger. And what, oh my goodness, I can't talk today. And what once seemed scary and overwhelming, it just becomes easy. It becomes something that you can do in your sleep. Because you know what? You are a limitless being. And every time you break through a mental barrier, you are expanding and stepping into that limitless potential a little further and a little deeper. And the third thing is that you train your mind to believe in your strength. When you do hard things consistently, consecutively, your mind learns that you can handle challenges. And this is the ultimate gift out of all three, because once you know that you can do difficult things, you have tangible evidence to silence that inner critic. You become the director of your life, not the voice in your head, not the past, not who you used to be, but who you choose to be right now. Now, how do we incorporate this into our daily lives? I have a very simple but very powerful practice for you that you can start doing today. And if you can't run, that's just one example, okay? Running is just one example. If you go and you pick something that you dislike doing that is not your freaking favorite, and you just go make yourself do it for a period of time every day, I cannot tell you how powerful that is. And so if you're not a runner, I was not a runner, okay? I need you to understand that I hated the cardio. Hated it. I lifted weights. That was enough for me. I was happy doing that until I realized that my mind had me enslaved and I needed to win. I needed to beat it. So another way that you can incorporate this into your daily lives, which is a very simple daily practice that you can do no matter who you are, is cold showers. And I know, it sounds ridiculous. It sounds crazy. And it sounds like, ugh, who wants to do a cold shower? But trust me when I say cold showers are one of the most powerful tools for building mental resilience, unless you actually enjoy them. If you enjoy them, then it's not going to be the thing for you. It's not going to be, I mean, if you enjoy them, do them by all means. But if you enjoy them, that's not going to exercise your muscle, so to speak, on mental resilience. It's not going to help your resilience against the voices in your head become stronger if you enjoy it. So most people, when I say cold showers, they go, ugh, no, I don't wanna. I don't wanna. So cold showers. And just start with ending your shower that you're already having, your warm shower, with 30 full seconds of ice cold water. Just turn the knob as cold as it goes and commit to those 30 seconds. And I mean commit. Push through the discomfort. Don't let your mind talk you out of it. And yes, it's hard. It's really hard. But that's exactly why it works. You want to know why? is because if you're turning your shower knob to cold, that means for that entire 30 seconds, your comfort zone is right in front of you. It's literally a turn of a knob and you're right back into the warm, lovely water and warming your cool skin and voila. But if you can stand and look your comfort zone in the face while in the discomfort, I'm telling you right now, you will not only get the plethora of health benefits of a cold shower, which there are so many, look it up, but you will also build mental and spiritual strength. It's one of the best ways to train yourself to push through discomfort and take control of your life. And here is just one more tip to help you beat that voice in your head. Just because. And it's called the power pivot. And I got this from Andy Frisella because I freaking loved it. And I've been using it forever. You know those moments when you commit to doing something like going for a walk or working out, but then that inner voice tells you, you don't have time, or I'll do it later, or let me just do this one thing first. And the longer you sit and think about it, the more likely you are to talk yourself out of it. So here is what you do. The instant that you hear that voice, immediately pivot from what you are doing and get up to do it. Immediately, just like a robot. Oh, thought came in. Oh, I should go for a walk if the sun is shining. The second the thought crosses your mind, up, shoes on, out the door, right? No thinking, no rationalizing, no reprioritizing. The longer you wait, the more likely the voice will win. So don't give it a chance. As soon as you think of that thing, as soon as the thought crosses your mind, oh, I should do a workout. Oh, I should go and make sure check off that list. Oh, I should make sure I call the doctor and make that appointment. Oh, I should make sure that I book that class that I'm going to take. The second you have the thought, do not give the voice in your head a chance to distract you. Pivot immediately and take action. And that's it for today's episode, my friends. Remember that you are in control. The voices in your head do not define you, and you have the power to honor your commitments and to push through discomfort and to create lasting change in your life. You're not who you were 5 minutes ago. You're not who you were 30 seconds ago. And you're not your negative inner voices. You are the one who gets to decide who you want to be. And then when you practice that deciding over and over again, you start to break free from the old patterns that have kept you stuck. And if you're ready to go deeper and you need some support in building resilience and making those shifts, please do not hesitate to schedule a one-on-one session with me. Just click the link below, book your 90-minute session, and let's get to it. You have got this, and I am here to help you if you are ready. Until then, stay strong, stay committed, and remember, you are worthy of the life that you are building. Keep pushing forward. You got this.